Hi everyone, welcome to my Crafts and More. I'm Katrina. This is your first time checking out my channel. Welcome. Take a look at this video or any of my other videos. And if you find yourself inspired, join my channel. For those of you guys who are returning, welcome back. I really appreciate you just hanging out with me for a bit. So guys, I am back with another video, and this one is an update and a shout out. So I just thought I would pop in and give you guys an update on what I am doing. It's been very, very busy around here, and I'm still trying hard to keep up with everything, but I still take some time to do my crafting. All right, so now the last time I showed you my Jay Shawl that was designed by Jeanette over at DOY Creations, and I want to show you the update on how I'm doing with that. All right, so again, it's a very, very nice crocheted shawl, and it is mine is made with a mandala category 3 weight yarn cake. I do not have the name of this particular cake because I did not have the ball band, but it started out with these beautiful blues and grays. All right, and so I started here with the gray, and that was from the center of the cake, and then worked my way up to this light blue, and then a little bit, darker blue, and even darker blue. All right. So I think I'm about halfway done with it. If I spread this particular shawl out, then this one, the width of it here, the depth of it is about the same as this that I have on. It's just that from the tip to the end of it, it's only halfway. So it meets about halfway right now. So I think I'm about halfway done with it. And I'm probably at maybe about row 70. So like I said before, I think I'm gonna go longer than maybe was recommended, but we'll see. We'll see once I'm measuring it, how it goes. Now, the way this colorway, this particular cake is going, I'm getting into burgundies right now. And so what I don't know is if I'm going to have enough, because I've been trying to color control, I don't know if I'm going to have enough to get through one complete row before my color changes. So we shall see if I'm able to do that. I want to be able to do that. And so if I have to, I'm going to see if maybe I can find this colorway and figure out what it is, and maybe get another cake of it so that I can add to it to control the color a little bit. But I do enjoy how it's working up. I think it's beautiful. And you guys can see, I really do like it. All right. So it's really, really nice. Now, if you guys haven't seen the video, I'll put the video for Jeanette's tutorial in the description box below, and you guys should head over and take a look. She really does explain how to do this shawl. It's very, very easy. It's just a 1-row repeat, and then you're off and going. And yeah, you can work on one for yourself or someone you love. All right. Okay, so now next, I am doing a shout out. All right. So now this shout out is to Connie over at Just Another Stitch. Connie has another pattern that she has released for sale, and it's a beautiful, beautiful beanie. All right. So Connie really likes doing colorwork beanies, and I've tested quite a few of her patterns for her. And this one does not disappoint. You get to play around with color. All right. So the name of this particular beanie is the Candy Corn Beanie. And it is another plaid beanie. So she does incorporate the plaid, which she really loves doing. And the theme of it is candy corn. All right. So let me show you a picture of Connie's beanie. And now here's a picture of my beanie. All right, so now I'm sure you've noted that they are very different colorways, and that's actually okay. Um, So I will explain how I came about my colorway, but I'm just going to show you two beanies. One is the actual candy corn, but one is another beanie that I made with the traditional color so that you guys could see them side by side. Okay, so this is the traditional color of the candy corn that we typically see, right? It's not a nice bright orange with maybe some yellows, and then you see the white, which is usually at the top. And I think this is usually the order that you see it in. But you know what? I've also seen other combinations. And then it makes you wonder, where do they get those combinations from? Well, actually, guys, did you guys know that back in the 1880s, that's actually when candy corn was invented? So in the 1880s, here in the US, there was a lot of agricultural workers, and people wanted to market to them as well as to the kids, right? And so a gentleman by the name of Renninger came up with a three-color concoction candy, and he called it candy corn, right? Now, back then, corn didn't really taste very good, so it was kind of like a spin-off of animal feed, chicken feed, but it was still fun nonetheless for kids because kids, love to play and, probably interacted with the animals on the farm and whatnot, in addition to maybe some work that they had to do to kind of help with the family, right? So, in any case, he came up with this concoction and he marketed to the farmers and to the children of the farmers. All right. But in 1898, a gentleman by the name of Golitz had a company, and he actually revolutionized it because he actually started to call it chicken feed. So he marketed his as chicken feed, and that started to kind of take off a bit and more popularity. Now, this is the interesting thing. You may not have heard of Golitz, but you have heard of this company as it exists today, and that is none other than Jelly Belly. How about that? All right, so it at the turn of, I think, World War One, they changed over and they started to maybe work with the corn a little bit more. And in doing that, the corn had a better flavor. And they found that it was actually useful to make cornmeal, and you could make breads and things like that with it because there were shortages for a lot of other things. And so they started to work with it a little bit more then and then in the 1920s. And so now we know it as candy corn once again, and it's not just associated with actually, I take that back. Previously it was an all year round candy. It actually wasn't associated with any specific season, right? They did make it during certain seasons, and that was because the way the candy was made, depending on the weather conditions and whatnot, it would go bad. So they would make batches of it, and they could keep it stable only for certain months of the year. And I want to say it was March through November or something like that. But in any case, after after it became a lot more popular, they started marketing it during October and marketing it during the fall harvest and the Halloween type of season as opposed to all year round. So now I think we've taken about face. You can actually see this all year round. Isn't that interesting? All right. So now what I came up with is my beanie here is more like a harvest corn. All right. With the browns and the burnt oranges and the white and then the burgundies, all right? And it still incorporates all the pattern work and color work of Connie's beautiful design, along with her plaid that she so loves, all right? And I really enjoyed making this hat. And yeah, I think it came out great. You know, I'm going to show you another thing that helped me to figure out these. All right. I went to the store because I was really looking up trying to find an example, a physical example of the varieties of corn. And this is what I found. So these are actually mini kernels of corn, different varieties of corn. And do you see all the beautiful colors in there? That's just awesome, right? All right, here's another. Here is one that's a lot more like a mosaic with the deep colors as well as the very light colors, all right? And so I guess this would be more like a hybrid of some kind of corn. And then last but not least, I think this is beautiful. Look at the beautiful color here, all right? And so in seeing these, that's how I came up with the colors to incorporate them into this beanie right here. All right. So sometimes when you make things or when you come up with an idea or you're inspired, there's a little bit of a backstory to it. And I love hearing some of the backstories. It's just awesome to see how you were inspired to come up with an idea. If you guys enjoy that kind of stuff also, let me know. All right. I'd love to hear about it. All right, so now this is good news, all right? Since Connie has come up with this pattern and it is already available on Ravelry for purchase and she has just launched it, she's having a giveaway, guys. And you guys can take advantage of that too. I'm going to put a link in the description box below so that you can head over to her channel where she has the giveaway information. And what I'd like for you to do is just watch the video in its entirety and then check it out and follow all the recommendations that she has, follow all the rules that are available, and perhaps you may be fortunate enough to be chosen as one of her winners. I think it's really, really exciting. I enjoyed making my beanie, and I think you will too. All right, so now I'm gonna go. I don't want to hold you guys too long. I really do appreciate the opportunity to test a pattern. It is just an awesome honor to be able to do so. And so thank you so much, Connie. Thank you guys for tuning in each and every time I have a video. I do appreciate it. And I know that it's your time, and I hope it's an enjoyable time that you have when you're hanging out. Okay. All right. So for today, I want you guys to all be mindful, do everything you can to be at your best health. And by all means, guys, be crafty every day. I look forward to seeing you guys real soon. I'll give you some more updates and let you know what I am up to. Okay? You guys take care. Bye-bye now.